This video is sponsored by Christoph Frey. For excellent poly horror games, check the link in the description below for some of his works. Previously on Valley. And down we go! Oh, the music. Oh, God, I've missed this game. And so the journey continues. What's up, y'all? Boogie Knight here, and welcome back to Valley. When we last left off our main character, we had been thrust into the midst of this valley to find the Lifeseed, and we are now in the process of trying to find a way to get this structure to give birth to said Lifeseed. A couple things I do want to touch upon. Obviously, you can see my Shelby cam is in a different spot, mainly because when I hit the escape button, I forgot that we have our upgrades here. As we get more, it will show on our leaf suit, as well as how many more until we get an energy upgrade. I also did some research as per previous. Susurrus actually is a word that translates literally to whisper in, I think it was Latin. It's been a couple of days since I've looked it up. So literally, Whispering Valley, which makes sense, I guess, to the little baby Wendigos. And as for the word Amrita, Amrita is a, what's it called? It's a Sanskrit word in the Hindu language that translates to ambrosia. Like I said, there is going to be quite a bit of Hindu and possibly Buddhist allusions in this game. But we do have we got another medallion, brilliant. Once again, to touch upon the medallions and the acorns. The acorns are easier to find, as you can tell that we got a 6-to-4 ratio. And acorns at some point become essential for us to open actual doorways and things like that. The medallions are completely optional, but they do provide certain upgrades to the leaf suit. I've gotten through, in the first time I played through this game, I was able to get enough medallions to open the first door, but I think there is a second and possibly even a third chamber in the Great Pyramid, which you'll see later on. But we do have another note. Note from a Pathfinder, those acorn doors, there you go, are pretty neat. Captain Hall orders to collect enough acorns to open all the passageways in Sector 3. I'm about halfway there. Okay, brilliant. So, God, I love this game. The graphics alone are just absolutely breathtaking. So obviously, if you can see by our compass top side, we have 3 different objectives. I don't think I've explored this as much as I would like. Hello, dear. The animal. I'm not using that as a term of endearment. Shut up. So let's actually just take a spin around here and see what we can find. This might be a mostly explorative. Hang on a second. I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit just because. Yeah, okay, we're better now. So the first few episodes in the first season, I guess you could say, of this, like, it was hard to hear me because the game volume was so loud. And now I think it's a little too soft. Turns up just a hair. There we go, okay. Let's do some exploring. There is that big structure over there I want to take a look at. I don't know if we have access to it or not, but there's so many secrets that I feel like we could uncover. Notes, acorns, medallions. I think the first time I played this game, I really just wanted to just not really sink my teeth into it. I was so obsessed with the plot. By giving life to trees, there's a chance one or more golden acorns will drop. Brilliant. Ah, 3 acorns? And that takes us to our first objective. We're not going there yet. Boop. There we go. Give me back everything I lost. There's a few Easter eggs throughout here. Hey, buddy. I'm not gonna touch you guys. I want us to see how big this part of Susurrus is. There's enough orbs that I don't really feel too concerned without using... There they are. Give me that. Those 2 acorns were good. I think these little baby Wendigos, there's more of a presence of them the more life goes in here. These areas are full of life. Maybe there's some medallions down here. Or more lore or notes or something of that nature. There's more orbs. Anything else? Nope. We have provided a fair amount of life. So let's go ahead and pump and get this first part of... Sorry, just looking at that tower in the distance. Let's go to this first energy source tower and see what we can do to activate it. Once again, thank you to everybody who's watched this and enjoying me, or is enjoying it and is joining me on this journey. Some of y'all for the second time. Hopefully it's as... There's a lot of acorns. Hopefully it's as memorable for y'all as it has been for me. So cool getting back into it.
The playful little sprites of this valley, which I've come to call daemons, are so lively. I've done my best to study their behaviors, but without a zoologist on site, I'm mostly coming up dry. They're completely harmless, so the army tends to ignore them as they go about their research. I wonder if the world would clamor to have these daemons as pets. I'm sure my mother could use one. Better than all those feral cats in her backyard anyways.
Alright, okay. That's cute, Virginia. I don't know. I can't, I mean, yeah, I kind of see the daemons thing, or the horns, but once again, going back to my obsession with Wendigos, I feel like they're just kind of like baby Wendigos, and you'll find out more as the game goes about the concept of Wendigos, and good Lord Almighty. We do have another chest. He's done it. Note from Virginia King. My mother would tell me stories of daemons as ghostly and benevolent nature spirits. That name seems fitting. It will have to do for now until a zoologist can classify the forest sprites more appropriately. I do, at some point, maybe after I'm done with this, I will look up the etymology of daemon versus demon, just to kind of see if there is a difference in the etymology. I don't know 100%. Get out of there. Oh, the shadow effect. So cool. There we go. Up and around. And... No. There we go. Further north. Here's the path. Show me the path. Once again, I'm pretty sure these orbs regen. At least early in game. One for one. There's one. Oh wow, I forgot the tree appears. Activate emanating obelisks. Okay. Wait for it. And 10 points for the dismount. Let's actually go back to the hub. I just want to take a look and see what it looks like on the inside. Obviously, I don't think we're going to revisit after the second one because those towers are closer together than here. But let's just get a quick squint back at what's going on in the hub world. So we do have the tree. It's looking a little more lush. We'll leave these orbs here. We've already looked at that in the last episode. And let's be off to this side of the valley. I do like how there is evidence of the construction sites kind of off in the distance. We might not be able to reach it. This area in particular reminds me quite a bit of, hang on a second. Okay, we're good. Sorry. Between all the issues I've been having with OBS, I just kind of want to make sure we're still working properly. Anyways, this reminds me with some of these ruins a little bit of... ask us do something stupid. Leaf suits are very heavy equipment. This makes water incredibly dangerous. Good to know. Go ahead and give some life back into the valley. I mean, oh yeah, we don't have that function just yet. We are water soluble in this game. There we go. So you just travel around the water trap. Oh, we do have another ruin though around here. Yoink. There we go. A little bit more and the valley should be sated. He's done it. Oh, we got acorns. Hang on. Give me that. Yourself, boys. Or girls. Or just creatures in general. Okay, yoink. I want to say Wendigos are largely asexual. Or like non-binary, I guess I should say, but I'm not 100% sure, because usually a lot of stories of Wendigos are derived because men caused the disturbance to alter them into Wendigo states, but I could be wrong. I'm not the greatest lore person in general. Oh boy, here we go. I wish we had that leaf suit upgrade, which we will get later on.
The origin of this valley's inhabitants continues to elude me. They seem to have coexisted with the mysterious forest sprites. I find loose hints of Mesoamerican civilizations, such as the Olmec, with their renowned colossal headstone sculptures dating back to 900 BC. Strangely, though, the Olmec civilization was much younger and located no less than 5,000 kilometers away from here.
Interesting. Oh, we got an energy upgrade. So there we go. So by pushing escape, we now can see we have 2. So 2 more, and we should get a full-on upgrade. 2 for 2. Go ahead and wander down here. Maybe there's something underneath. I mean, okay, so we could have gone that way. There's so many different ways to go around, at least early in-game. It does get linear further down the pike, to be honest with y'all, but you know what? I don't feel like that's too much of a hindrance. Nope. Oh. That was close. That was close, too. This one's for metal. There we go. He's done it. Grab this. Hang on. Okay, so the obelisk has gone out. So the light goes out when you're done activating the obelisk. That makes sense. So let's go over here and see if we can get a closer look at this trap. Or not trap, this ruined site. Okey pokey. Let's stay frosty, people. Yeah. As I proceed to just vault over. And we take the back way. That's cool. Oh, I'm trying to get close. I can get a bit closer look at that. But okay, that's fine too. 10 points for the dismount. And the face plant. Okay, so around the corner here. Close to our other tower. We're not done yet, though, because I do want to go hunting. Acorns, we got 15. That's cool. I want to see if we can maybe get one more medallion. I'm not 100% if there's any more in this area, but we should at least look. And we can't get close over there because apparently we live in Middle-earth. Oh. Did we really just screw ourselves? I think we did. Unless... Come on, game. I think think we just nerfed it. I hate to say it, y'all. Alright. And down we go. I deserve it. I really do. That was my gaffe. But we're back on the bridge. So let's go ahead and rebuild by completely missing what we were supposed to be shooting at. That's cool too. Around here. Yeah. Oop, don't fall down the ditch. I try to rebuild as quickly as, like, as soon as we die, just because particularly if there's orbs that have regened, we have the opportunity to do that without taking too much of it, too many issues with it. And plus, the more further on in game that you get, the more complicated it's going to be. The more complicated it's going to get, the more you're going to die, so on and so forth. Okay, dear, that's cool. There's the last obelisk. Let's go ahead down here and heal this tree and don't faceplant the deer. Or it can faceplant me, that's cool too. Who'd that be? What? I have no idea what that is. That's okay. Sorry, I was expecting a text or an email of some importance, so I do apologize. It's not what I was looking for. But we're moving on. The valley is back up to health. We have full energy capacity, and we are ready to move on to our next obelisk. If we don't fall to our death, which we almost did. Okay, I mean, never mind. We don't. We just headbutt right in there like an Ares. That's cool.
According to legend, the Lifeseed is said to be a bringer of death on a global scale, splintering the earth into fragments. Such end-time scenarios are common across mythologies, from the apocalypse to Ragnarok. However, it's unusual for the event to surround a particular object, especially one acquired by mortals.
There's more lore for y'all. I'm excited. Yeah, there are some ties into Norse mythology. I haven't done enough of a lore deep dive, comparatively speaking. But I always find it hilarious, not even hilarious, ironic that the term Lifeseed always refers to death. It's the strangest thing. Oh. One more. Grab you. And let's watch. Return to explore the Titan tree. That is gorgeous. That is absolutely brilliant. Before we do that, orb up. I mean, this is just a wonderful bit of nostalgia. Not just because I so much enjoyed this game, but also the fact, once again, as I said before in episode 1, this was one of probably the first full game I played for the project. So I kind of want to go back and see how I was when I first did it, even though I'm sure I'll probably cringe to death. As we all do. I'm not saying that to try and be like, well, you know, you were such a moron back then. Well, yeah, I was a moron back then, but it's more about wanting to see where I've come from, or what I've learned along the way. Okay, cool. So, actually, just acorn hunting quickly. Exhibit A. A for acorn. Sorry, I know I haven't done the troll laugh in a few videos. I'm just tired, y'all. I'm really, really tired. Like, the burnout is just like, it's strong. Then Boogiehead, you shouldn't be recording on a regular basis. You know what, Lloyd? Recording is something I take a lot of pride in, and a lot of joy in. 'Cause, Well then, why don't you just not get burned out on recording then if you're burned out and everything else? Earl? Where'd you come from? At least I know Kowo will appreciate the Earl joke. Old. Okay, this might be what I'm looking for. Bear with me. Okay, cool. Now we're back on track. I said back on snuff. So I'm trying to say back on track and back up to snuff at the same time.
How did this civilization take hold so far north? The land here isn't arable, yet the population that lived here was clearly sedentary in nature. This leads me to believe this place was used as a sacred ground. Are these monuments to the mythical cannibal giants of native lore? The Saiteka?
Okay, Sateka, bear with me. I just want to see if this is an actual thing or not. Sateka. Okay, it's not saying anything on Wikipedia, so I'll just do a more in-depth research later on, along with Damon etymology. That's 2 things to look at tonight, and we'll revisit that in episode 3. We're not done yet. Oh, hang on, we got another chest. Some old mining equipment. Oh, let's go, y'all. We got a 4th medallion. Brilliant. Oh. Is this what I think we're about to get? First, we have a note from a Pathfinder. Just my luck. First day on a training run, and what do I run into? One of those Amrita swarms that kept on warning us about in the briefing. The darn thing nearly killed me. Thank goodness I had enough energy to pacify the swarm. What on earth made them so damn aggressive? Yeah, this is. Get to higher and further areas by double jumping. Yes! We've got the Icarus boost upgrade. But it does cost 1 unit of energy. Well, we almost got an upgrade on everything, so...
Andrew Fisher, lead physicist.
Oh.
Beginning Pathfinder testing on the Icarus boost upgrade. The secondary boost augmentation to the Lifeseed should allow a Pathfinder to jump twice in sequence through the air, increasing the height and distance of their leap drastically. Report any defects to a commanding officer immediately.
Thank you, Doctor. This is what I was waiting for. The double jump mechanic. Oh, yeah. The thing I like about this is you can use it literally at any time in the jump. It doesn't have to be like, okay, you know, we're, you know, jump and jump immediately. I mean, I had to learn that the hard way, but we could just be like, okay, so, you know, whoop, and then boink, and there we go. So it lets you, you can literally just leverage what you want to do at the apex or not.
Given how rarely a Lifeseed is produced, I was so excited when I discovered there was one found in the valley. Apparently the military was just as excited as they immediately confiscated it to study at the Soma facility on the mountaintop. They won't let me anywhere near it.
Must be atop that elevator shaft outside. There is what we saw. So Soma, once again, I don't know. I forget what that the origin is outside, of course. Brave New World. But Lifeseed Cradle. Organic structure housing embryonic plant. Okay. Let's go over here. Oh yeah, here we go. It's platformer time. As you can see, we got the Lifeseed Cradle here. Plenty of orbs, so we shouldn't be too many issues with this, allegedly. The only thing about jumping that kind of bugs me is that there's no real slow function. I mean, I know that we're just kind of being we're just nitpicking at this point, but that's beside the point. Like, we jump and then it kind of puts the brakes on things, but if you're already in a mid jump, like, and you're going at a fast jump, and you're heading straight for death, well, you're probably gonna nerf it. Yes! Brace for impact, y'all! And 10 points for the dismount. Acorn? Note from a researcher, the Amrita swarms indigenous to the valley are incredibly aggressive. It's advisable to maintain a considerable distance between oneself and the swarm. Art imitates life. Otherwise, it will send a wave of attack drones towards the victim. Like a bee's defense, the swarms will suicide themselves to protect the rest of the cluster. Now, this is going to be something we were the Amrita swarms. You can pacify with life. Now, here we go. So those purple shots are their drone shots. But here's something cool. Is by jumping into them, they actually give you full energy boost. So it's not like you're going to lose everything just by blowing your attack load. So if you do find yourself dangerously low on energy, then you can definitely just jump into a pacified Amrita pile. Amrita swarm. I've never jumped into an aggressive Amrita swarm because I don't really feel like dying. I just want to look at some of these containers really quickly to see if there's any acorns or preferably medallions, but probably not. I think we found everything we could in this sector. Well, I mean, you have a dead tree over here, so we could go for a pump. As it promptly goes off the cliff. That's beneficial. Thanks, game. Okay, so we do have to go back into the elevator shaft and platform our way to the top. We're going to leave these orbs alone just in the off chance we need to gain some... Well, I mean, we probably don't because we have the pacified Amrita here. Crates. Big old headache from smacking it. Soma loading bay. I mean, I could just be the nerd and just say, okay, yeah, I'm going to go look up Soma right now, but I want to do a bit more of an in-depth dive. I mean, like I kind of did with Amrita. I mean, ambrosia pretty much is the food of the gods in most cultures, except for Norse. But then again, they had their own form of ambrosia.
If there's one thing I could do without in this valley, it's those damn Amrita swarms that seem to infect this place. They aren't so bad when they're calm, but when they're starved of Amrita energy, they become incredibly aggressive, sending waves of drones toward intruders in suicidal attacks. They seem to be becoming angrier the longer we're here.
Gee, I wonder why. Amrita? We call that Amrita? Got yourselves an Amrita swarm there? Okay, Earl. Just go ahead and just badmouth the etymology. Can we do it? Thought I forgot, didn't y'all? What do we got? What do we got? More upgrade? Oh. Yes. There we go. We've maxed out our energy, plus we got another tank, and plus if we get one more, we'll get yet another energy canister. In case of power shortage, please use Amrita generators. Okay. We are gonna actually, yeah. We are gonna see these frequently.
Reminder, you are approaching the high security area. All areas 634 personnel, proper identification badges upon entry. Unauthorized personnel will be detained and questioned.
When a Pathfinder dies while wearing a leaf suit, they are revived at the cost of the cost of other nearby living things. This exciting yet dangerous functionality known as quantum immortality. We did touch upon that at the end of episode 1. It's a clever mechanic. But with that, I hate to say it, we are at the end of episode 2. as soon as we get to the top of this elevator. Or in this case, the bottom. A Titan rock. Check one more thing. Yep, we are good. Yeah, so sadly this
From what
is...
I've been told, Susurrus was discovered back in 1811 by a surveyor seeking to map this remote region. No one believed what he reportedly saw. Due to the sheer remoteness of this region, his story was written off as the senile delusions of an old man, and his tale was soon forgotten. It was not until recently that the government was approached by a scientist named Andrew Fisher to use this location as an alternative energy project of some sort. How he came to discover this place is beyond me.
Did he know about the Lifeseed? Well, that's a question for a future episode, because it is getting kind of late, and I do have some things I need to get going on, particularly respond to that text and that email that came in earlier. But I am really enjoying this game again, and I hopefully y'all are as well. If you have questions about the lore specifics, let me know what questions you have, or if you have some answers to some of the lore questions that I had, let me know as well. I do read every comment, and I try to reply to every comment. So please keep me posted. I will get back to you in episode 3 about the etymology of Soma, Daemon versus Demon, as well as the Sate Ka, and maybe we can come up with some more stuff together. So otherwise, big thank you to Christoph Frey for being a sponsor of the Boogie Night Project. If you like low-poly horror games with an emphasis on character development, ambience, plot, fear factor, check him out. Links in the description below. I guarantee you will not be let down. So with that being said, before I call it a night, if you like the Boogie Night Project and you want to find out more, I do have a Twitter page as well as a public Discord channel, and links to both those are in the description below, as well as a link to my temporarily defunct Twitch page. And while I do appreciate everything that everybody has done so far, if you do want to do a little bit more to support the project, I do have a Patreon where for as little as $1 a month you get access to exclusive content such as the patron-only section of my Discord, as well as patron-exclusive uploads that go up every Saturday, and I do patron requests. And know that every bit of investment that they've done has gone towards eventually getting me more upgrades, a better rig, and better equipment so I can give y'all, in turn, a better experience. So a big, big thank you to my incredibly attractive patrons whose names will appear here, and that's the best way to do it if you are remotely or morbidly interested. Otherwise, I hope y'all have a fantastic night, and I will catch y'all on the flip side, alright? Peace.